Hey
Hey
everybody!
everyone.
I'm Asmodai, and today's episode is brought to you by Dark Ops Flour and Fabuloso Sugar Wax.
Heck yeah, dude, that sounds great. I'm Castor, and today is. Oh my god, I can't talk. I'm really high.
Great, use it.
I've been smoking out of my dab pen, and it's been GG number 4 and cherry, frosted cherry or something like that.
God, it sounds so good. It
Okay.
sounds like a cupcake. I really would like a cupcake right now.
Oh god, me too. Stop.
Wow.
Planting all the plants.
It's too bad Stardew does not let you grow an equivalent of some sort of cannabis.
Right, that would be so cool.
Uh, now just look at it. Young folk would rather sit in front of their TVs. Like, I
Right.
don't think any of the youth in this town sit in front of the TV all that often.
And also, in real life, we don't really have an option right now. A.
I think I have to at least go in and look at the magical scroll, or else it's gonna get wonky later.
Yo. Hello.
This place does look really nice. God,
Oh,
their language is so cool.
right. I want to learn it.
First, we gotta go trip balls with the wizard.
Do some acid with him.
Drink some Datura tea.
I'm not gonna accept that quest because I don't have that.
Reading Rainbow.
I could talk about the time we did, or this. Do you want to be involved with this, or do you not want to be involved with this?
Oh, I guess we can cut it out. What story are you talking about? Because I probably will want to be.
The Adderall one.
Yes, I am okay with being involved in
Okay,
this one.
okay.
I already told my mom that I tried Adderall in college.
Okay, I was just making sure because I was like, I should probably ask Asmodai.
No, good. It's good courtesy.
Yeah. Okay, since you're okay with it, Adderall. I've done it several times. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this.
Adderall, check it out.
Listen, it was college. It was a rough time for everybody.
Oh fuck, I gotta go back home. Oh no, I should. Okay, so we now need to start collecting stuff for the boxes. I know we need these two for later, so I'm gonna put them away. Oh, we need this too, so I'm gonna save this as well. Bam. It's 1 a.m.
I'm like, you should probably go to bed.
No, never. Fuck sleep.
Sleep was for the weak.
X gonna give it to you.
Um. So, which Adderall story do I want to share? There's so many. I mean, I did Adderall like a lot. um. I mean, there was the time when we would do Adderall, or I would do. Sometimes I would just do it, and then you would come home, and the entire room would be just clean.
Or like I would be walking down the long fucking hallway and I just hear the vacuum on and I'm like, oh god.
Cass has done Adderall again.
Probably because we don't clean
Right.
feeling regular type of ness. Cleaning is an Adderall type of chore.
It really is, though. What am I doing? I forgot how to craft.
What are you doing? I'm just like watering our garden. Ah! You fucker! We have to make a scarecrow. A crow just carrying off one of our beans.
Yeah, I'm making one right now. Oh,
Thank you,
shit.
brave man.
I don't.
Just dump this broken disc back here.
Oh, wait. We might need more than one scarecrow, because there's a lot of...
Yeah, let me get this. Oh, do we not have enough stuff? I think we need coal too.
I
What is it?
have all the stuff for it in my
Oh,
inventory.
okay. So just like make one and then toss the stuff back to me.
Yeah. Wait, what story was I? Was I telling a story?
Oh yeah, story time. Yeah, Adderall.
Oh, Adderall. Oh, I already shared a story. It was me cleaning while you're gone, and then you're just like, yeah, they're doing Adderall.
Well, at least the apartment's clean. Uh, it's just so hard to have to like bring yourself to clean normally.
Right, yeah, especially with like depression and shit.
Just like, nah, I think that garbage can stack up a little more before it becomes too hard.
I remember we would just be taking out like 4 garbage bags.
I know everyone
Because
trying, like, our friends are staring.
we're just like, don't look at us.
So, I've only done Adderall a few times. A few times I've done it though, I like it.
It's a good drug.
Like I probably shouldn't do it all the time because my anxiety is naturally high already, so I don't probably be stressed out if I was taking it like candy.
Yeah.
But I do remember that one time it worked because the first time I took it, nothing happened, and it was really weird. It was like my body was resisting it. Just running around the farm now. Do we have enough wood?
We.
Uh.
God, do you have an Adderall story you would like to share?
Right. I do remember um, doing research completely unprompted. Like it wasn't for a class, it wasn't for a project for work or anything. I just did research on a random topic and I kept talking to you about it, but you were on Adderall too, so I think you were in it even if you didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I just remember us talking for what seemed like forever, and then both of us just lied back on our beds. Wow, our mouths have been moving for quite a while. It's just like it can kind of feel the same way that pot can feel, like you're just slightly disconnected from what's going on. But Adderall, it's like, all right, I am just enough distance from what's going on to not give a shit.
Right. I remember like one time when we did it, we were just laying in our beds and I was playing the front bottoms and just vaping. We were just vibing.
Vibing's definitely a thing. Oh my god. It was funny. The first night I did Adderall and I didn't feel anything, I was like kind of bummed. And so even though I knew that you probably shouldn't do this, I proceeded to drink after I took the Adderall because I was just like, well, the Adderall's not hitting me. I'm gonna fucking drink because I'm pissed. I was so mad. And I thought, oh, the Adderall was gonna kick in halfway through the night and I'm gonna be fucked. Nope, didn't happen. I just got kind of drunk on vodka and Midori sour and a really nice like blackberry vodka ice cream that our friends had in that apartment complex. God, it was such good boozy ice cream. Boozy ice cream's the best.
It was so good. I haven't had that like boozy ice cream since that.
Oh, fuck. Meet the wizard. All right, we can get to trip balls with the wizard when we have time.
Oh shit! I have to trip balls with the wizard.
sounds like some sort of what's the word, double entendre, but it's pretty much exactly what we're doing.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I remember one time we did Adderall and we walked all the fucking way to McDonald's from our apartment complex.
Oh, that was fucking fun. Was that the day that someone bought McDonald's for us?
Yeah, I have that post. That post came up on Facebook, actually.
Yeah, we were already a little zazzed on Adderall. We're sitting in a McDonald's, or no, we're standing in line waiting to get our food, and we're just kind of like deciding on how much chicken nuggets we can shove into our face.
Right.
And the person, this person just walked up in front of us and just slid their card into the machine and paid for our shit and just walked away. it was just like, thank you. We're two very stressed out college students. We don't know why you did that, but thank you.
Right, that was so nice of them. And we got a lot of shit too. They spent a lot of money on us.
I know, because we were like using coupons and stuff because we were just like, well, we're sad and we want ice cream and chicken nuggets and french fries, so we're gonna
Mm,
splurge a little bit. This
yeah,
person caught us on our splurge night.
that was crazy. Or it was before.
Right? Also, oh, fun public transit story. Like, um, when we were waiting for the bus, armfuls of groceries with both of us, and some person starts making us really uncomfortable at the bus stop and like won't stop talking to us,
Oh
won't
God.
stop just saying the weirdest stuff, and like they're probably drunk because it's the middle of the day. Uh,
Right.
and and we were just like, fuck it, I guess we're just gonna get up and walk back with our groceries because we're not getting on the bus.
God, yeah, people were weird. Hold on,
uh,
after this, I have a story to share. I'm in a cutscene right now, though.
Oh, are you doing the trash scene with Linus?
No, I'm with the wizard. I'm about to trip balls.
Oh yeah, woo! Tripping balls with the wizard.
Oh, my eyeball.
You are awfully trusting because he's just like, drink this liquid.
Right, and you're just like, okay.
All right, sounds good. Sounds like what Cass does at parties.
I did it once, okay? Which is another story we have to get into. So basically one time I went to a bonfire and people were or someone that I don't even remember if it was someone I knew or if it was just someone who was at the party was passing around a red solo cup, and me being the intelligent human being that I am, drank from it.
Without asking any questions.
Yeah, I don't even think I asked what was in it. There could have been drugs in it. There could have been anything, and I was just like, okay.
Bottoms up, bottoms up.
If you are one with the forest.
Woo! One with the forest.
And then a bunch of redneck military people showed up, and it got really sketchy, and my friends and I left. And then the cops showed up.
Did. Oh my god. I was gonna say something. It had something to do with you drinking the red solo cup stuff without asking. Oh, yeah. I also like it how you were just you're going out to a party. You really weren't sure whose party it was, but you just know you're going, and that's all that matters. I
I
remember
mean,
going to parties where I don't remember why I went in the first place.
oh shit, you've gone to bed. I didn't realize it was so late. I need to hurry up and get through this cutscene.
You're gonna be tripping balls with the wizard. You're gonna end up passing out in the middle of the woods somewhere, and Jojo Mart's gonna fucking rifle through your shit.
Oh no. Hurry up,
I don't like.
cutscene.
I don't like the idea of Jojo Mart people touching me while I'm passed out and carrying my body back to my house, and going through my wallet.
Right. Oh, here we go. We're tripping balls.
Oh, you're not gonna make it. It's 1:30. You're so gonna pass out in front of the wizard's house.
No! I didn't realize it was so late. I got distracted.
Oh man, I hope it's not like $1,000 or anything. I think it's free the first time you fuck up.
Okay. I hope so.
2 a.m. Nighty night.
Oh god. I've gained the power of the forest magic. Now I'm gonna.
Hope it was worth it.
Yep, I passed out right in front of the wizard's house.
Castor did not make it to bed that night. The wolves ate them. Woo! Level 1 foraging.
Woo.
Dude, being able to make your own granola bar sounds lit.
Right? That sounds so good. I want a granola bar, but I don't have any.
Oh man, we did not make that much money yesterday. I thought those spring onions that I ripped up would have been worth a little more, but damn.
Yeah. I don't think I had anything important on me.
Let's hope not.
Okay, cool. You're lucky I found you last night. You were unconscious and someone was searching your pockets. I have no idea how much money they took. They ran away as soon as I approached. Be more careful, Lioness. Aw.
Linus, give me back my fucking money.
Right? You bitch. I know you stole it.
I saw them taking your money. I don't know what they did with it.
Right.
But no, I remember there was this party I went to. It was one of my first ever really dedicated weed parties in college. And then I had just come off of a bad week too. I think I had like struggled through 2 tests and had probably failed at least one of them. And I was just like, I don't care about my personal safety anymore. I just want to put as much weed through my blood as possible. And so it's like in a dry cabin in the middle of the woods with a few of my friends, and somebody's got like a crude half-hewn pipe that someone made themselves, and I had just started smoking, and not even regularly yet. It was whenever I could get my hands on it. And so my body was fighting it. It was like not wanting to get high, and I was just like kept taking hits off the pipe. I was like, come on, let me feel something, please. And then when it finally happened, it was like, oh my god.
Right.
There was a moment where everyone's dancing. I actually laid down on the floor like starfish, and everyone was just dancing around me.
Oh my
So fucked up.
god, dude.
And like there was a dry and like some of those dry cabins, they're technically 2 stories, but the 2 stories are separated by a really, really fucking almost completely vertical ladder. Like I know most ladders are mostly vertical, but like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The ladder is really tight up against the wall, and you have like no room for error.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't think you should be climbing up and down those ladders if you are in any way intoxicated. It feels super dangerous. So anytime the party would move between the 2 stories, I would kind of freeze because I was just like, this ladder that's not a real ladder. It's not gonna, I will just die if I try and use it. These people, I don't know how these magical humans are using this ladder.
Right? Like, how the fuck?
Oh, and someone had put some resin in the pipe, and that just made the whole process move a little faster. I remember people started drinking, and I remember going, that's not a good idea. I don't think I drank that night, but I just remember thinking that. It's like, that doesn't sound like something we should do.
Yeah.
And, I was just saying, and I didn't think, like, I wasn't a popular person in college. Like, I didn't go to parties that everyone went to. But even that little party that I was at when a few of my friends, that one guy on campus who goes to all the parties showed up. I'm not even kidding. He showed up.
Oh
and
my
everyone was
god.
like, woo! All right, he's here. And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
That's
How
crazy.
did you even know we're out here?
I've been to a few parties during college.
We got addicted to Red Bull for a bit there.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I have pictures of us from when there's like piles of Red Bull on your bed. And I'm just like, oof.
I remember that. My mom commented disapprovingly on.
Right, yeah.
Oh, it was great. I was just like, whatever, mom.
It's the only way to survive college. Adderall and Red Bull.
Magical elixir that the gods keep hidden from us.
Do you remember when we were working? Everyone's always like, oh yeah, Cass has their shit together and stuff like that. Let's always go to Cass for stuff. And then there's me at work pouring Red Bull on the counter.
That was so fucking funny. I just looked over at you and I was like, Cass, your counter. And you're just like, what the fuck?
I was like, oh shit.
And it was so funny because I really wanted that Red Bull. So I looked over and just felt the Red Bull splashing me. I was like, what the fuck?
Right. Oh, one of the stories I have to share, speaking of baking, Asmodai and I were in our room and we were smoking, and one of our friends messaged us and was like, "Hey, you're not smoking in the dorms right now, right?" And we were like, "No, totally not." And then soon found out why they were concerned. Um,
Oh my
I
god.
I left the room to go to the bathroom, and I walk in, I open the door, and there's just a cop, an RA, and the RD just chilling there talking. And I'm like, well, fuck. And I was like, I can.
Kind of intoxicated.
Yeah, like I was really blazed. And I remember we lived on the gender neutral floor, so both sides had gender neutral bathrooms. So I was like, oh, I opened the door. I was like, oh, I can go to the other side. And they were like, no, 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 it's fine. We're going to leave. And I was like, are you sure I can go to the other side? And they were like, no, it's okay. So they left. And then I remember going to the bathroom and bolting back to our room and just telling Asmodai about it.
Oh, do you want to be included in the one where we talk about how we did our laundry kind of drunk and you almost climbed into the dryer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so that was the night we had snuck. We there was a night where we were having a movie night in our room, and we arranged to sneak alcohol into our dorm building with an older friend of ours. And the night we decided to do it, somebody else was getting busted in the lobby room for bringing alcohol into the dorm room underage. There's already a cop there, already talking to somebody else about this. And so we're walking by just going, just have a fucking bottle of Banana 99 stuffed under our coat.
Right.
And we get back to our room and we watch the Babadook and then that was the same night that we found out the Babadook was accidentally categorized under LGBTQ plus movies.
Oh, yeah.
Babadook, gay icon of 2018. And we were getting drunk and watching the Babadook, and I think we couldn't sleep that night, or we just stayed up late that night, so we were doing our laundry. And Castor just decides to fucking open up one of the dryers that was just finished being used, and half crawls in the dryer before I turn around and stop you. And you're just like, it's so warm, I just wanted to crawl inside.
I was really fucked up. Also, Toasty!
Toasty! Our son!
I like how you can choose not to adopt the cat. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, send it back out into the woods.
Ooh, I can't believe you forgot to get seeds.
I'm sorry!
That's so funny.
I'm even better than the deadbeat husband that goes out for cigarettes and never comes back. Because I will go out for cigarettes and then come back with like a pack of soda and like a thing of fucking jerky and not come back with cigarettes at all.
It's just like, what the fuck did you go out for?
I don't even know.
Stop smoking that weed, dude.
No, never. You can't make me.
It's bad for the brain. I've taken like 6 dab hits. I'm really fucked.
Bad for the brain.
But you know, doing Adderall 6 days in a row is definitely good for the brain.
Oh, I do remember that. I do remember getting to a point where, like, I knew it was helping you cope to an extent, but I was still like, ooh, you shouldn't be taking this so many days in a row.
I remember I went and bought a shit ton from my dealer before he left, and I remember, God, I miss him. I wish he still lived here. But, I remember getting a shit ton from my dealer before we left, and I ended up taking majority of them and not sharing because I was just really fucked up.
Oh man, I'm so glad that at the very least, like, obviously you were nowhere near bad in any sort of way, but I'm so glad I could at least tell you, hey, maybe you shouldn't do Adderall every single day, and you could at least go, yeah, maybe not. You wouldn't be like, shut your fucking mouth, I need it!
Right, yeah, at least I was chill about it and like, yeah, you're probably right.
It's not like Klaus on American Dad. Who says I'm doing too much? No.
Who says I'm doing too much Adderall? You're not my mom.
Everyone's saying that.
God. I just remember when, before I found out what mania was, being manic and running up and down the stairs.
I remember that being like, you don't like exercise, so why are you running up and down the stairs?
And I was like not exhausted at all, and I was just like, what the fuck? And then years later found out I was bipolar, and I was like, that makes a lot of sense actually.
I was having an out-of-body experience, but okay. Oh, Toasty, I love you. You're the only good thing in this world.
There's gonna be like a cut because I'm probably gonna cut this out, and then it's just gonna be like, oh, Toasty.
Yeah, just like, I hope I didn't derail the video.
No, you're fine. I just probably shouldn't include it just because it's like political and stuff, and I don't want people to write comments about.
It's almost 2 a.m. Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Yes, yes, I'm inside my house. You can't steal my money. Toasty's on my bed.
Oh.
Yay, Toasty! I love Toasty, and I love how the animals, after the patch, they seem to crawl on your bed more.
Ooh, level 3 fishing, right? Yeah.
Look at that money. Look at all that money. Yeah.
Ooh, I almost made us $1,000 from fish. God. Oh, my stomach.
Okay. I think you just make the bank that you make from this game just for a day.
Right. Alright, I'm gonna exit out of the game.
Alright. Oh, that was a good one. We met our son.
Right. Oh yeah, it saved automatically. I panicked for a moment. I was like, did it save? But I forget it automatically saves.
No! Toasty!
Oh, my heart. I had a little panic. Oh, shit. We should do our outro.
Alrighty. I guess I'll count down. 3, 2, 1. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. We'll try again next time.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it was nice. Hopefully you liked what we talked about.
Do you have stories that never go anywhere? Leave them in the comments. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep. Stay safe out there.
Bye.
Bye.